Hi Ed, I want to talk about this waste and recycle unit for WW for a minute, and then maybe I'm going to do this little video. Maybe you can share this with Dustin. We can get some of his input too. But originally, the guys asked for a longer bracket, so we made this longer bracket, and it's got a little bit of support here to keep it strong. And then we had a problem that this screw was a little bit short, so they asked us to develop a little bit longer screw, which we did. All right, so then when we came to put everything together and I came out and looked at it, what I come to realize is we have slots cut in this so that this bracket can fit into the slot and it fits flush. So I can move this back and forth and it doesn't touch. So WW theoretically could have the drawer front right smack against this if that's what they wanted. But with this T-nut here, it actually cuts in to this groove a bit. So when you slide this forward, this hits that T-nut and it lifts it up away from the surface. And we fooled around with this all over the place yesterday, trying to figure out how to make it work with this being up a little bit. And then the problem that creates then, since this is higher, that makes this higher. And then now, when it's in its full position, it hits. So it makes it impossible to actually have the drawer front mounted right directly against this. It's always up in the air a little bit. Okay, so now my engineers say, yeah, but you're going to have this top and bottom, so it's going to be raised away everywhere, and maybe that's okay. I don't know, but I'll just say I didn't think it was a very good solution. So you can see you can adjust this here. And if you look down below, you can see here's the longer screw, and then here's your other adjustment. So I was talking to the team, and I said, well, maybe what we need to do is, instead of using a T-nut here, instead of drilling this hole out so big like that, what if we used an insert with just a small lip around the edge of the insert and get a short enough insert that we can put it into the hole. It catches just under on this top edge here, but it's flush on the inside. And with that set up, the insert won't interfere with the slots, and this can slide right straight forward without hitting, which then means this can be lower, which means this can be lower. And then they literally, even with all this in place, if they want, they can have the drawer front right directly against the surface. And then if they need to, they can back these screws out, whatever they want, and they can fully adjust everything. So if you could, maybe show that to Dustin. We had a big debate yesterday. Should we go ahead maybe and send 4 of these brackets and the longer screws and let Dustin look at it? Or should we just go ahead and make a whole brand new unit and then send a whole brand new unit along with the brackets and the screws, and then he could try that on the old unit, plus then he's got the new unit. So I wanted to get your input on that. My sample team's planning on making a new unit this afternoon and tomorrow, so I think we would be able to ship it within a couple days. But maybe they don't care about the fact that this sits up just a little bit higher than the surface. I don't know if it's important or not. So if you could, double check for me. Thank you so much.